What's going on, Card Pack? Today we're going to look at the top 10 baseball cards that went up the most over the last week. We have the All-Star Game coming upon us. We have the Home Run Derby coming upon us. It's just time to look at baseball cards. Some interesting ones on here. Of course, number one is quite a gain and still maybe a buy, actually. So stick around. We will dive into the content. Hit that subscribe button. Definitely hit that like button. And if you want the audios from these videos, check out the podcast. Link in the description. Because sometimes people just want the audio. They don't want to watch a video. That's fine. Leave a rating, too, if you're a podcast listener. Also, as I go through these cards, I'm going to do buy, sell, hold. If you want to get emailed the buys before the video publishes, join the Card Pack newsletter. Link in description. It is free to join. All right, let's dive in. Number 10 on the list, Shohei Ohtani, 2018, Topps Heritage, number 600, base. Pop count of 2319. 36 sales on the week. That's a pretty good sales volume, about 1.5%. Up 28.5% on the week. I bought this card in a PSA 9 in January for $10 at my local card shop. I couldn't believe it. The second I saw that card and I bought it, I immediately went home and I told the Sports Card Society about Shohei Ohtani. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Shohei Ohtani has got to be at his bottom. I think people are dramatically writing him off, and he just has a lot more upside. Now, I didn't know he was going to be this good this year, but I felt very strongly he was going to be much better than where the market was currently putting him at. By the way, if you want to get my top sports card pick of the day, get picks like that Shohei Ohtani that I had, join the Sports Card Society. Get my top sports card pick of the day. Links in the description, SportsCardSociety.com. It's only $12.99 a month, or it's like 40 cents a day. There's a membership area. You log in, a new video is put up almost every day. Short videos, only about 5 minutes or less. I show the card, I explain show the data, and I explain my reasoning as to why I like it and what I plan on doing with it. Recently, we were buying this Simone Biles here for $20 or less in March and April, and here it is going for a solid $89 in July. So, check it out. Links in the description for the Sports Card Society. We have a great Discord, too, by the way. Members only. So, Shohei Ohtani Heritage, I was buying this for $10, this PSA 9, and I was like, that's it. And I went and loaded up on Shohei. Because I was like, this guy's just underrated, because it can't get any lower. $10 for PSA 9 for this guy? He can do both. He can pitch and hit. He's just been injured. I was like, if he just stays healthy, it's going to way outperform his price right now. Again, this is out of my mind performing what I thought might happen, what he's been doing. But nonetheless, this card, let's look at it over 90 days ago. 90 days ago, so this is in April, beginning of the season, this card was at 108. Let's pull back 180 days. Look at this, PSA 10, all the way down here at $33. I was like, this is ridiculous. And now, today, it's at 248. What a gain of 630%. And he just keeps going up because he just keeps dominating. 174 to start the week, 248 to end the week. He's going to be in the Home Run Derby. If he wins the Home Run Derby, that's going to cause spikes. I don't know when a bad time to buy Shohei Ohtani is. It's driving me nuts. Every year, in every sport, there's one or two people that just so dramatically outperform what the market thought they were going to do and be these dominators in the league. Like last year, it was like Josh Allen in football. Josh Allen was that guy that was like, where did this come from? This is insane. I mean, we thought he could do well, but then he just went and dominated. In basketball, it was Jokic and Embiid. It's just in baseball, it's been Ohtani and Vlad Guerrero. And Vlad was also someone that I thought was criminally undervalued, and I recommended him to the society. We bought up a bunch of those. But when's a bad time to buy Shohei? I don't know. I don't know where this gets to. I think the Angels have a good shot at getting to the playoffs. Let's look at the Angels real quick. What's their record? I thought it would be better than that. Nonetheless, they're a little above 500, so they got a shot at playoffs, probably, maybe. Am I buy or sell on this card? I mean, if you wanted to sell it, just take your profits. I get it. No one goes broke taking a profit. If you wanted to buy it, I get it. God, if you want to hold it, I get it. I don't know what to say here. I'll include a link in the description for this card on eBay. Actually, let's see what some of them are listed for right now. I mean, he's about to be in the home run derby. That's bound to give him some hype. I mean, the guy's on pace for over 60 home runs. Just bonkers. Make an offer on that one. I'll include a link in the description because I don't know when a bad time to buy Shohei Ohtani is. I just don't. You can keep saying, oh, we're at the top, but he keeps going up all season. And wow. Anyways, number 9 on the list, Gleyber Torres, 2018 Topps Heritage Base, number 603, pop count 1865. By the way, every video I get 100 plus new viewers that have never been on this channel before, so I don't know where you're at in your sports cards journey. Pop count means this card in this grade, that's how many of them currently exist. And by the way, we're only looking at PSA 10s today because that's what sets the tone for the entire market, what the PSA 10 goes for. 8 sales on the week, so pretty low sales volume, up 29%. Gleyber's not someone I really buy much of. Good player, for sure, but, you know, I just don't buy that much of him. Let's look at him over 90 days, he's just gone down. As opposed to Shohei's, over 90 days has just gone up. Gleyber started the week at 17, ended the week at 21. I would hold it or sell it. Next on the list, number 8, Ronald Acuna Jr., 2017 Bowman Draft, Chrome Refractor, pop count of 1,070. 8 sales on the week. Decent sales volume, up almost 35%. Let's pull up his chart. Bada bing, bada boom. Abracadabra. Bada bing, bada boom. I don't know any other words, I guess. 274.95 90 days ago. And today she's sitting at 250, but right before that was 185. Let's pull up the 7-day. By the way, hit that like button if you're watching. I really appreciate it. It super supports the channel. 202 to start the week. 250 to end the week. Acuna, it actually seems kind of cheap to me. Wait. Yeah, okay. Bowman Draft, okay. Boy, I wish it said prospect or rookie on it. Not sure why it doesn't. Nonetheless, I mean, Chrome Refractor card around Acuna actually seems kind of cheap to me. Let's pull it back over 30 days. By the way, this tool I'm using here, this is the Market Movers tool. This is my data tool of choice. If you don't have a data tool, you need a data tool. There are a few other ones out there too. This is just the one I like. You got to have a data tool. I say it every video. I'm going to continue saying it because you need to have a data tool. If you don't have one, you've probably never had one. And if you're fighting it, you just have no idea what you're missing. I'll put a link for this Market Movers tool in the description with the discount code SOCIETY, and you'll get 20% off your first month of your first year. So check it out if you want to step up your sports card investing game. 180 30 days ago. Looks like it's been trading fairly sideways. I don't think I'd buy it. I think I'd hold it. Next on the list, Ronald Acuna Jr. Again, 2019 Topps Base, number 1, batting. Pop count of 715, 7 sales on the week, so 1% sales volume. That's all right. Up 35%. Let's chart it, baby. I'm excited to watch UFC tonight. I really am. My lady's out of town too, so I am really going to be able to enjoy UFC without any interruption. And Conor McGregor is fighting tonight. I'm not the biggest Conor McGregor fan, but love him or hate him, you can't deny he's the biggest star UFC has ever known so far. And every time he fights, he probably gets about the biggest pay-per-view sales. Granted, it's not. I don't think he's not at his peak anymore in his career or in his selling of pay-per-views, etc. But people want to, Conor McGregor draws a crowd. So does Khabib. I really want to see those two fight again. Who doesn't? When those two fight again, that's going to be maybe the biggest pay-per-view sales of all time. Anyways, I think it'll be a lot of fun. A lot of fun tonight. It starts at 7 Pacific time, so that's 10 o'clock for you East Coast folks. $43 to start the week on this one. That's it. Oh, no, that was 90 days ago. But still, this card's kind of slightly gone down over the course of the season. I'm intrigued by that. Acuna is really good. I'm shocked at how cheap this is. Wait a minute. Oh, this isn't a rookie card. Is it? No. Right? Yeah. What? I don't think this is a rookie card. I always get confused by this little symbol down here. It's not. I think this is something they put on their second. 2019. Is this rookie? Huh. I don't know. I would hold this card, I think. I think I would hold it. Next on the list, Jose Altuve, 2011 Topps Update Base. Pop count of 2907. 10 sales on the week. Up 38%. Again, I love this. I've shown this the last 3 days. I just think it's so funny. It's this guy, he just ends up getting scooped and he steers and he's like, I'm out. I love it. It's so funny. I can't remember what field. It's in Houston, yeah, Texans. God, it's so funny. Jose Altuve. 90 days ago, this card was at about 108. Today, it's at about 105. So it dipped down and it's on its way up. So it's on its way up. Altuve's not someone I buy a lot of. He's been trending up for 30 days. Look at the 7-day. 104, 105. I would hold it or sell it. So far, the only buy I have is this Shohei Ohtani. And again, if you wanted to hold it or sell it, I understand all of it because Shohei is just I feel like you can't lose. Odds are you've made money on any card you have of his, and you can hold it, see if it goes up, and you can buy it because I think it's still going to go up. Next on the list, Shohei Ohtani. Speak of the Japanese Devil, 2018 Bowman, number 49 base, pop count of 35, up 39 sales on the week. That's pretty solid, well over 1%, up 41%. Let's pull up Shohei's chart for this card. Are you ready? Boom. Brr, brr, brr. How do they do that thing? Brr, brr. What's this guy talking about? What's her name? Cardi B. Yeah. Whatever thing she does. Clearly, I'm not doing it well. Feel free to have a laugh at my expense. 90 days ago, this card's sitting at 105 at the beginning of the season. Today, 300. Now, do not get me wrong. At some point during the season, you need to sell Shohei Ohtani. Because if you've bought his cards, you are up. And these cards are not going to sustain these prices when the season is over. Right? So at some point this year, before the entire baseball season is over, you need to sell Shohei Ohtani. You need to sell your cards of him. Because they've ran up so much, and now I think that you need to take your profits, and they will settle in the offseason. And I'll probably buy him back because, good God, this guy's got potential. Holy mother. Anyways, let's look at it over 30 days. Guess what? It's gone up a ton. Just up and to the right. 7 days, up and to the right. 170 at the beginning of the week. What? We're up that much this week? Okay. I can't endorse a buy on this one. That's too big of a gain. Good card, though. Not one I see too often. Not one that's on this list very often, I should say. Pop count's not insanely low, but it's not exactly insanely high either. I can't recommend a buy on that one. I'd probably a hold. If you wanted to sell and take your profit, I'd understand too. Next on the list, Aaron Judge. 2017 Bowman, number 32 base. Pop count 2788. 10 sales on the week. Not a real high sales volume. Again, I talk about the sales volume because it's one of the indicators of demand. You have to look at that. Let's pull up the chart for the Judge. They were just here in Seattle, actually. My mom went to one of the games, the Wednesday night game, I think. Mariners lost. That's fine. I'm not a Mariners fan. I'm a Twins guy. But it's still fun. I mean, I live here. It'd be nice to see them do good ever. You know, even when they had Ken Griffey Jr., Randy Johnson, Alex Rodriguez, Edgar Martinez, Jay Buhner, they only made the playoffs like one time, which blows my mind. That with that Hall of Fame arguable all-time talent. Not even arguable. They have all-time talent. A-Rod, Griffey, Randy Johnson, all-timers. They could only make the playoffs like one time? Disgraceful. No wonder Griffey left to go to the Reds. Let's look at the judge. 90 days ago, $50. Today, $70. Pulled back over 30 days. He's been pretty sideways, it looks like, over the course of the season. Or no, yeah. 7 days though. He's had a run up in the past 7 days. Here he is at 41 to start the week. 70 to sell week. I'd be a sell probably on the judge. That is my verdict. Next on the list, Shohei Ohtani again. There are multiple Shohei Ohtanis on this list every single time I do it, because he's the most phenomenal thing to happen in sports in terms of like exceeding expectations and dominating out of kind of nowhere from where he was to where he's come in such a short period of time. It's one of the biggest rises, it's the biggest breakout season I may have ever seen that I can remember. Right? Leave a comment. What do you think? Anyway, Shohei is 2018 Topps base pitching. Number 700. Pop count of 2365, 55 sales on the week, and all of his cards that we've seen on this list have a very good sales volume. This is over 2% sales volume. Anything over 1%, we're like, all right, that's solid. Up 46% on the week. Shohei Ohtani. Pitching. Rookie. 90 days ago at the beginning of the season, this card was at 135, and it was quite a run-up from there. And now she's kind of going parabolic to 365. Let's pull it back 180 days. Could have got this card for $33 in January. Again, this is when I recommended it to the Sports Card Society, because I was like, this is just insanity. I mean, I didn't know. Now it's super duper crazy nuts. But at the time, I was like, did people forget that he even plays baseball? That's how low his cards were. I'm like, what people forgot was when he played, he was really good. He just kept getting injured. And I'm like, if he doesn't get injured, that's what I told the society. I'm like, if he doesn't get injured, this card's going to be a fantastic gainer. Now, again, I said it earlier in the video, and I say it often. I didn't know he was going to do this good, but I knew that he was going to outperform what people expected of him. And that's a big key to having cards go up. And the more they can exceed expectations, the more the cards go up. Here it kind of spiked and then went down here and leveled out. Now it's going parabolic again because we're going to the All-Star game. I think so much around Ohtani and the home run derby. I can't recommend this as a buy right now. I don't think, because it's gone too parabolic. That Heritage hasn't gone as parabolic, the one I'm actually going to say you could buy, because this card started the week at 215. Now it's at 365. I think there's a bit of a correction, and then it's going to just keep going up. But Shohei, man, I mean, so good. I wish he was a twin. Randy Johnson, next on the list, 1989 Topps. Speaking of the mullet devil, Topps traded base, pop count 3177, 8 sales on the week, up 40, almost 49%. By the way, I've been noticing more and more people with mullets, and I'm talking in the city. So have you been noticing that too? Because I think mullets are making a comeback. I think they are actually pop culturally going to become a more popular haircut, a trendy haircut for a while. I've been noticing that. Tell me if you've been seeing mullets. Now, if you live in the sticks, people have mullets. They've always had mullets. I'm from the sticks. I mean, I'm from the middle of South Dakota. Have you ever even been to South Dakota? Do you even know what the capital of South Dakota is? Do you know anything? Do you even know that Mount Rushmore is in South Dakota? You know what most people tell me? When I tell them I'm from South Dakota, they go, oh, you guys got the oil. I'm like, no, that's North Dakota. Oh, okay. Well, where are you from? I tell them where I'm from, and they go, oh, is that near Fargo? No, that's also North Dakota. Understandable. They're almost the same state. They're almost the same shape, almost the same population, same landscape, same people. Same industries, except for oil. I get it. I'm literally from the middle of nowhere. Where I grew up in South Dakota, there's literally a marker on the ground that shows it's the exact center point of the state, and another one right nearby it that is the exact center point of North America. So when people say, I'm from the middle of nowhere, no, literally, I am from the middle of nowhere. There's a marker that proves it, that the government put there. No, seriously though, like middle of nowhere. People have mullets there. In the city, people don't have mullets. They're all fashiony. And I've lived in cities now for downtown for like, I don't know how long now, since 2007. So, I don't know, 14 years. People look like look nice, except for, but you'll have your varieties. You have your counterculture people. You have your corporate people. You have your people in between. But they all want to look their way. And of course, counterculture, you're going to see like the real hardcore counterculture, like folks wearing chains and earrings and tats all over the place. They tend to be a little bit more FU, so a mullet would be FU. But I mean like more the trendier people. Somewhere in the middle or them wanting to look nicer. They're having mullets now. They have mullets. And mustaches. Of course, mustache is not a surprise. That's not new. Mullets. I'm not going to cut my hair into a mullet. Although my mother made my hair a mullet when I was a kid. Let's get back into baseball cards. I really went on a tangent there. I hope it was at least entertaining somehow. Randy, $61 to start the 90 days ago. $61 now. Let's look at him over 7 days. Randy, $40.99, $61 to end the week. I feel like that $40 sale was kind of low. Let's look at him over 30 days. Habla Espanol, $75, $61. Randy, he's an all-timer. I don't feel like buying it. I like it. I mean, if you want it, I'd say buy it if you like him. And I like him. It's cheap. PSA 10. Classic. I mean, when I was collecting cards as a kid, this is it. I remember, I've told this story before, but I don't know if you remember it. Speaking of all-star games, because we have it coming up, I remember John Kruk. You remember John Kruk? He played for the Phillies. I think he's a commentator on things now. He's a likable guy. But, he ended up having testicle cancer and he lost a nut. I don't know why I laughed at that, but, one nut Kruk. He survived and everything, obviously, so it's kind of... Because he's a funny guy. Like, I don't know, he does a thing where, like, he kind of wants you to laugh at him a bit. Like, something that makes him so nice. It's kind of self-deprecating. But anyways, in the All-Star game, he's in the Phillies, and Randy Johnson was on the Mariners, so they never really played each other because they're in different leagues. And so John Kruk was vocal that he was scared to go up against Randy Johnson. This is a professional baseball player who's a pretty good hitter. Scared to go up against Randy, literally scared, not just like, oh, I'm kind of scared. Like, no, he was legitimately, like, he did not, his biggest fear in life basically was getting hit by a Randy Johnson wild pitch, because every so often Randy Johnson would throw a pretty wild pitch. So Randy Johnson knew this, and when John Kruk finally gets up to bat, John Kruk is like standing in the back of the batter's box. That's not where he normally stands. He's literally standing away because he's afraid a Randy Johnson wild pitch is going to hit him, and he just really does not want that. Like, I mean, this might as well be, he's playing like he's a little kid having to go up against pros, but he's a pro. All-star. Anyways, and Randy Johnson, I believe, throws a pitch and intentionally makes it look wild and buzzes it by his head like high. And it just freaks John Kruk out. And so Randy Johnson throws two more like not strike pitches, and Kruk just swings at both of them just to get over with the at-bat, and get the hell out of there. It was so funny. Look that up. It's so funny. I would buy this card or hold it. I wouldn't sell it. Why? Next on the list, I think it's number 1. Yep, Shohei Ohtani for his, 4th appearance on this list. He's 4 out of the top 10. 2018 Topps Finest, number 100. Pop count of only 452. Interesting. 7 sales on the week. Over 1% sales, up 85%. Dang, I like that low pop count. Let's see what this one... This isn't one that pops up every time. Let's take a look here. Very interested in this one. Good looking card. Oh yeah, you betcha. 90 days ago, this sucker beginning of the season to go for $87.50. What was it doing in January? Let's look just for kicks. $29. Latest sale, $383. Let's pull back over 30 days. $200 30 days ago, $383 today. Let's look at it over 7 days. $212 up to $383. I can't recommend that as a buy because I think it's going to come down some. So the only buy I had on this entire list was a Shohei, but it was the Heritage one because I feel like that one's still within a buying realm. These other ones are going a little too parabolic. I think they got to come down a bit for them to go back up, but I think they will keep going up. So in reality, you could be a sell on this. You could also be a hold. I think you could probably even, but that home run derby is like if he wins it, or like if he wins it, like it's gonna make it spike up because there's so much around him already leading up to it. But you can sell the rumor. You can sell the rumor instead of the news. Sell the rumor instead of the accomplishment. I find that to be a good method. So I'll include a link in the description for that Shohei Heritage that I thought was a buy. Links for everything else in the description too. The Sports Card Society, the Market Movers tool with the discount code. Get yourself a t-shirt over at sportscardswag.com. If you want to learn how to read charts better, check out the Delta Factor course I put together showing you how to read charts better, find more undervalued cards. Comes with a couple bonuses too. You get a free month of the Society and a year access to the Discord. But I was looking at this baseball list in season 2. For some reason, I just really, really like, because I think Vlad was not on here, though. Very interesting that Vlad was not on here. Acuna's on here twice. Shohei's on here 4 times. Very interesting. Make sure to hit that like button, please, and thank you. Hit that sub button if you haven't, because I really want to get to 5,000 subscribers, and it's a slow climb, man. Help guy out. Have fun watching UFC tonight if you're watching it. Other than that, stay classy. You're awesome. People like you. I'll see you tomorrow.